Live. I'm live, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today is day 201, and this is the last day of the Old Testament. And this is the last day that I'm going to record for before I go off to Canada. So, yeah. I really hope you guys enjoy as I read through Malachi. I'm pretty excited. Hope you guys are too. I mean, you've made it with me this far. So that's pretty cool. I'm really thankful to have any viewers. Hopefully, later on, people in the future will find this channel, and actually be able to get helped by finding this channel. Because right now, it's just like the same 3 people that I know. Let's get started in chapter 1. The Lord's love for Israel. Pronouncement. The word of the Lord to Israel through Malachi. I have loved you, says the Lord. Yet you asked, how have you loved us? Wasn't Esau Jacob's brother? This is the Lord's declaration. Even so, I loved Jacob, but I hated Esau. I turned his mountains into wastelands, and I gave his inheritance to the desert jackals. The Edom says, we've been devastated, but we will rebuild the ruins. The Lord of armies says this. They may rebuild, but I'll demolish. They'll be called a wicked country, and the people the Lord's curse forever. Your own eyes will see this, and yourselves will say, the Lord is great, even beyond the borders of Israel. Disobedience of the priest. A son honors his father, but a servant his master. But if I am a father, where is my honor? And if I am a master, where is your fear of me? Says the Lord of armies, to you priests who despise my name. Yet you ask, how have we despised your name, presenting defiled food on my altar? How have we defiled food, you ask? When you say the Lord's table is contemptible. When you present a blind animal for sacrifice, is it not wrong? And when you present a lame or sick animal, is it not wrong? Bring your governor, would you be pleased with you or show you favor? Ask the Lord of armies. And now plead for God's favor. Will you be gracious to us, since this has come from your hands? Will you show us any favor? Ask the Lord of armies. I wish one of you would shut the temple doors so that you would no longer kindle a useless fire on my altar. I am not pleased with you, says the Lord of armies, and I will accept no offering from your hands. My name will be great among the nations. From the rising sun to the setting, incense and pure offerings will be presented in my name every place, because my name will be great among the nations, says the Lord of armies. But you are profaning it when you say the Lord's table is defiled, and its products, its food, is contemptible. You also say, look, what a nuisance. And you scorn it, says the Lord of armies. You bring stolen, lame, or sick animals. You bring it. This is an offering. Am I acceptable from that? Am I to accept that from your hands? Asked the Lord. The deceiver is cursed with the acceptable male in his flock, and makes a vow for sacrifices as defective animals to the Lord. For I am a great king, says the Lord of armies, and my name will be feared among the nations. Chapter 2, Warning to the priest. Therefore, this decree is for your priest. If you don't listen and you don't take it to heart to honor my name, says the Lord of armies, I'll send a curse among you, and I'll curse your blessings. In fact, I have already begun to curse them because you are not taking it to heart. Look, I'm going to rebuke your descendants, and I'll spread over animal waste over your faces. The waste from your festival sacrifice will be taken away with it. Then you'll know that I have sent you to this decree, so that my covenant with Levi may continue, says the Lord of armies. My covenant with him was one of life and peace, and I gave these to him. If I called for reverence, and he revered me and stood in awe of my name, true instruction was in his mouth, and nothing wrong was in his lips. He walked with me in peace and integrity, and turned many from inquinity. For the lips of a priest should guard knowledge, and the mouth should desire instruction from his mouth, because the messenger of the Lord of armies. You, on the other hand, to turn from the way. You have caused many to stumble by your instruction. You have violated the covenant of Levi, says the Lord of armies. So I have in turn made you despised and humiliated before all the people. You not keeping my ways, but are showing partiality in your destruction. Instruction. Judah's martial and faithfulness. Don't all of us have one Father? Didn't God create us? Why then do we have to act treacherously against one another, profaning the covenant of our fathers? Judah has acted treacherously, and detestable acts had been done in Israel and Jerusalem, for Judah has profaned the Lord's sanctuary, which he loves, and has married the daughter of a foreign god. May the Lord cut off from the tents of Jacob the man who does this, whoever he may be, even if he presents an offering to the Lord of armies. This is another thing you do. You're covering the Lord's altar with tears and weeping and groaning because he no longer respects your offerings or receives them gladly from your hands. And you ask why? Because even though the Lord has witness between you and the wife of your youth, you acted treacherously against her. She was your marriage partner and your wife by covenant. Didn't God make them one, give them a portion of the Spirit? What is the one seeking God's godly offspring? So watch yourselves carefully, that no one acts treacherously against the wife of his youth. If he hates divorced wives, says the Lord God of Israel, he covers the government with injustice, says the Lord of armies. Therefore watch yourselves carefully and do not act treacherously. Judgment at the Lord's coming. You have wearied the Lord with your words, yet you ask, how have you wearied him? When you say, everyone does what is evil and is good in the Lord's sight, and he's delighted with them, or else, where is the God of justice? Chapter 3. See, I'm going to send my messenger, and he'll clear the way before me. Then the Lord will seek suddenly to come to his temple. The messenger of the covenant you and delight see is coming, says the Lord of armies. But who can endure the day of his coming, and who will be able to stand when he appears? For he'll be like a refiner's fire and a launderer's bleach. He'll be able to He'll be like a refiner and purifier of silver. He'll purify the sons of Levi and refine them like gold and silver. They'll present offerings to the Lord of righteousness and offerings to Judah and Jerusalem. Will please the Lord as in the days of old and years gone by. I'll come to you in judgment, and I will be ready to witness to you. Witness against sorcerers and adulterers, against those who swear falsely, against those who oppress the hired workers, the widow, and the fatherless, and against those who deny justice or as an alien. Do not fear me, says the Lord of armies, because I, the Lord, had not changed the descendants of Jacob, have not been destroyed. Robbing God. Since the days of your fathers, you kept. You. I'm just gonna lean back. You get. You have turned from my statutes. You have not kept them. Return to me, and I will return to you, says the Lord of armies. Yet you ask, how can we return? Will a man rob God? Yet you're robbing me. How do we not rob you? You ask. By not making the payments of the tenth and the contributions. You're suffering under a curse, yet you, the whole nation, are still robbing me. Bring the full tenth into the storehouse, that it may be food in my house. Test me in this way, says the Lord of armies. See if I'll not open the floodgates of armies. See if I'll not, says the Lord of armies. See if I'll not open the floodgates of heaven and pour out blessing for you without measure. I will rebuke the. I need to take a second. I'll rebuke the devourer for you, so that it will not ruin the produce of your land, and your vine and your field will not fail to produce fruit, says the Lord of armies. Then all the nation will consider you fortunate, for you will be a delightful land, says the Lord of armies, the righteous and the wicked. Your words against me are harsh, says the Lord, yet you ask, what have we spoken against you? You have said it's useless to serve God. What have we gained by keeping our requirements and walking mournfully before the Lord of armies? So now we consider those arrogant and fortunate. Not only do those who commit wickedness prosper and even test God and escape. At that time, those who fear the Lord spoke to one another. The Lord noticed and listened. So a book of remembrance was written before him, and those who feared the Lord and had high regard for his name. They'll be mine, says the Lord of armies, my own possession on the day I'm preparing. I'll have compassion on them as a man has compassion on his son who serves him. So you will again see the difference between the righteous and the wicked, between the one who serves God and the one who does not serve. Yeah. Chapter 4, the final chapter of today, and the final chapter of the Old Testament. The day of the Lord. For look, the day is coming, burning like a furnace, when all the arrogant and everyone who commits wickedness will become stubble. The coming day will consume them, says the Lord of armies, but not leaving them or branches. But for you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its wings, and you will go out and playfully jump like calves in the stall. You will trample the wicked, for they'll be like ashes under the soles of your feet in the day I am preparing, says the Lord of armies. The final warning. Remember the instruction of Moses, my servant, the statutes, the ordinances I commanded him at Horeb for all Israel. Look, I'm going to send you the prophet Elijah before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes, and he will return the hearts of fathers and their children, and their hearts of children to the fathers. Otherwise, I'll come and strike the land with the curse. We did it. We did it. That's the Old Testament. That's the Old Testament. Okay, the big picture of Malachi. Malachi rebuked God's people for specific violations of the covenant, such as laws concerning sacrifice, divorce, and tithes. But he also prophesied the coming of the messenger of the covenant, Jesus, who will set all things right. And it's really just crazy to me. I've made it to the New Testament again. First time I made it to the New Testament, I was a little bit more excited. But now, I'm still like crazy. And it's all on camera so that I can watch this back later on. Well, thank you so much for sticking through the Bible with me. And I hope to see you on my journey through the New Testament. Hope you had a great day so far. Have a great rest of your day. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.